Good evening. Welcome back. Today is the 3rd day of August 2016, and it was the day after the Missouri primaries. Well, I went down and took advantage of my privilege to vote, did my civic duty, and voted for the people that I thought really should be there. I exercised my privilege. And as I got in there, the first thing that happened, I walked through the door and the man says, "Can I see some ID? Picture ID?" Sure, not a problem. I got into my wallet. I handed the man my driver's license. He looked at it. He scanned it in the machine, handed it back. I put it back in my wallet, put it in my pocket. He said, "Go right over there." So I went right over there and I went to the voting machine and I went ahead and cast my vote. And I was out of there in less than 5 minutes. Normally I wouldn't say anything about this because it's a very simple process, but some things have come to light lately that we really need to talk about. You see, within the last week, the Supreme Court has knocked down the voter ID laws in 3 different states and soon to be 4, if somebody doesn't get off their butt and fight this thing. Now, it doesn't seem like a really big thing to have a voter ID card, except we're pretty much the only country that doesn't. I have a friend in the Philippines, got to have an ID card. You know, he's had an ID card for a while, he presents the card, he goes and votes, goes away. Card stays with him for life. I have friends in the United Kingdom. They have to have an ID card of some type to vote, or some kind of positive ID, and they can use a passport, pretty much anything. Mexico, you have a voter ID card. Canada, you got to have a voter ID card. But in the United States, you don't have to have a voter ID card. You know why? Because it makes it too easy. It makes it really, really easy for the Democrats to go ahead and vote extra people, like they did in Wood County, Ohio. 106,258 people voted for Obama in 2012, excuse me. Problem was, there's only 98,213 people that were registered to vote. But that's Democrats for you. Now, St. Lucie County, Florida, same thing, 247,713 people cast votes, but there's only 175,574 people registered. Now, how did this happen? The National Seal Museum, not sure where that is, but anyway, they had a 158% turnout in their voters. I thought 100% is the best you can get, but these guys are really cooking. And, you know, Palm Beach County had 141% turnout. Ohio County, Ohio, again, 108% turnout. I don't know how they can do that, but they're doing that. In 59 districts in Philadelphia region, Obama got 100% of the vote. Not one vote went to the Republican. Now, how did that happen? It's pretty much impossible when you have that many people voting. In 21 districts in Wood County, Ohio, Obama got 100% again, and GOP inspectors were told, no, you need to go away. They took them illegally away from the polls. And again, not one person voted for Romney. Now, you see, if they were required to have voter identification cards with their picture on them, which could be a driver's license, a state ID card, a food stamp card with your picture on it will work. You know, this kind of stuff wouldn't happen. They wouldn't be getting names off tombstones and God knows where. They would have to go up there and vote. But you see, it's so easy to get an ID card, any kind. You have to have an ID card to do pretty much anything in this country anymore except vote, and that's ridiculous. And But the Supreme Court says, well, that makes it hard for blacks and Mexicans and other minorities. No, it doesn't. Because they are required to get ID cards for pretty much everything. To drive, to work, hell, you can use your work ID. But no, the Supreme Court says you don't have to have them. Now, the only thing this is part of the liberal court system saying, let's just go ahead and keep Democrats in there and keep the corruption going and let her go the way she's always been. Well, it makes me mad. It makes me very mad to know people like Hillary Clinton has been caught lately cheating, you think? Remember Debbie Snaggletooth? She had to quit, but then Hillary hired her right back. Yeah, see, she can go ahead and do things like that, and it's not a problem because nobody says anything about it because, you know how it is, money talks and bullshit walks, and it's pretty much the way it is. Democrats will do anything they want to. And the Republican Party, they will sit on their ass and do absolutely nothing. Now this has got to change sooner or later. This is why I say, number one, let us get all of these incumbents out of there. If they've been there more than 4 or 5 years, more than 2 terms, get them out. Get somebody else in there that knows what they're doing and will not cheat you out of your socks and underwear. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. You have a wonderful day and come back and see me.